Hey, it's Biddy Penny and welcome back to my channel. Today I have made myself some background paper, or what will be my card bases, out of digital stamps, and then I'm bringing in some stamp sets, and I'm going to make two Slimline cards for the Not Too Shabby October Digi Challenge. Alright, so on my computer, I resized all these adorable little pumpkins and turned them different ways and made myself some background paper. And I am taking some leftover strips and I'm testing here. So what I'm testing are some pan pastels from Spellbinders. I first saw these during quarantine, let's just say the beginning of quarantine, when Spellbinders is making like multiple videos every week, and I thought they were amazing, but I wasn't willing to take the plunge. And then Carrie Rhodes started playing with them and I was like, oh, maybe I really do want those. So I found them on Etsy for $15 a set and I was so excited. All right, I am bringing in now just some inexpensive acrylic paint. This is a technique, if you've been watching my videos for very long, you've probably seen me do 3 or 4 times, but I've never done it over images like this, and so I wanted to test it out and make sure that I was still going to see plenty of these adorable pumpkins. I wanted a quick way to color my backgrounds. Now I knew I was going to bring in a stamp set to help fill in my background. So I used the digital stamps for the pumpkins, and then I had this lawn fawn set with this adorable little leaf. And so I'm filling in all around with that. And then I also brought in a pen and drew in some little dots, only on one sheet. So I wanted to show you I wanted to take these 2 sheets and kind of give you different ideas of how to play with this. So here I am laying out my acrylic paint, and this little trio of colors is one of my favorite of all time. I've used it for years in my card making. I love that mustard orange with the beautiful soft blue and pink. I just love the way those look together. And I was watching someone flip through Cozy Days, I believe is what it's called, Simple Stories new paper pad, and I loved their color combinations. And so I really wanted to play with something a little different by bringing in the blue and the pink to a fall card. And I like the way it came out. Here I wanted to say, when you're mixing your colors, you have to be careful. Obviously, yellow and blue make green. I didn't want green. I only wanted yellow, blue, and pink. So, you know, be aware of that when you're doing this technique, because you will get blends. So that's why you'll see I only take just the tiniest bit of paint on this plastic card at a time. So I'm just using an old gift card, and the plastic ones are definitely the best. I know like so many are coming out with these cardboard cards now, and that's what I started this with. They don't glide the same, so just know that. But definitely that worked out. Okay, so from my pan pastels, I wanted to pull a similar color palette. So I'm making 2 cards at the same time. I'm using different materials, but I am trying to stick to the same color palette to make it easier on me when it comes to design and coloring my images, things like that. So here I am just blending these pan pastels. Okay, I have Prismacolors pastels, so I didn't think I needed these. And then I was playing with my Prismacolor pastels, and they don't blend at all. In fact, if you're interested, you let me know, and I will do a side-by-side comparison for you of the difference. It's significant. So when I saw the kind of backgrounds Carrie was getting with these, and then I tried to do it with what I already had in my stash, I saw it was impossible. And then I just kind of started looking around. Spellbinders has run a sale on these a couple of times. They're pretty pricey. I'm not gonna lie, they are. I just lucked out and grabbed them off Etsy. A seller had them. They were brand new, never used, and at an incredible price. So anyways, but keep an eye out if it is something you're interested in, because Spellbinders does run sales on these. All right, so on the first one I used my pen and I was very deliberate about where I added the dots, and on this one I thought I would bring in my Perfect Pearls. This is heirloom gold, and just do splatter all around. Again, trying to show you different techniques. What I loved about this is my backgrounds came together so quickly. So fast. So this would be a great technique for mass production. All right, so now it's time to color up some images. This is also a digital stamp from the Not Too Shabby shop, and it is so cute. I just love it. My dog, Phasma, has been such a rascal lately. She has been trying to sneak treats, just like this puppy. And so it just really made me giggle, and I really wanted to color it up. This was my first time to get to do that. So I am showing you here a little bit of just how I colored the cat and the dog. I just did a very fast, simple job. And for me, that was just all that was needed. And the cat reminds me of a cat I had probably 15 years ago. And then I tried to color the dog to be brindle like Phasma, our dog. And it pretty much worked. It's good enough for a card. That's what I think. So here I am. I just brought in 3 colors. So she has gray and like a dark charcoal in her coat. She also has like this honey brown and this really soft tan and really bright blonde. She just has so many pretty colors. She's a Bouvier, and she's supposed to be super fluffy. I mean, fluffy. But yeah, you've got to brush them every day. And we just rescued her back in March, and I just didn't keep up to the task. So currently she is shaved and completely bald. Oh my gosh. The first day she came home, the first 2 days, she was just like, you could tell she just felt naked and embarrassed. It was so sad. But she's so cute, and she's getting adjusted now. And she's starting to get scruffy, which is also really adorable. You know, if you love dogs and your animals, they're just cute no matter what, even if they are sneaking a treat. All right, so I'm just doing a bit of coloring and having fun. These images are so much fun. And of course you can make this image as big or as small as you want it to be. Okay, I wanted this cupcake to be like a pumpkin spice kind of cupcake, but I did bring in pink for the icing to tie it into, obviously, the pink that's going to be in the background for this card. So that's kind of different, but it ties the two things together. Another thing I did is I cut this out, and I don't know if you can really call it fussy cutting. I kind of did a very loose job of that. I just didn't get into all the nooks and crannies really. But I like the way it turned out. And what I did is I went ahead and brought in that pink pastel again, the sponge, And I just went over the edges because what I ended up doing, I thought I was going to add it to this background, but I ended up adding it to my pan pastel background instead. I liked it better on there. So I had dusted around the edges with that pink pastel, the soft pastel. And then I had brought in these sentiments. This is an MFT stamp set, and I knew I had it in my stash, and I was like, I want to sip, sip, hooray. So I actually used sentiments from 3 different stamp sets to make this card come together, but I really like it. I was thinking about giving this to my sister-in-law for her birthday, which is coming up, but I can't remember if she likes pumpkin spice. This really needs to go to someone who likes pumpkin spice. I also colored up that other little puppy dog who's adorable, again to kind of mimic our dog. And I again tightened the pink, and I had used the residual pastel on my sponges to ink, or it's not, but to color up that panel. And I really liked working with these. I'm sure you'll see more of it as time goes. The fun thing about these backgrounds that I made as my card bases is that the back of your card is colored too. Okay, I'm kind of casing my own card here, which if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen. I made some cards on my Instagram in a short video that clustered these. So 2 of these images, the leaf and one of the acorns, is from that Happy Fall set from the Not Too Shabby shop. And then the big acorn in the middle is from, I think it's called the Big Acorn. Something like that, from Lawn Fawn that you see right there. All right, so I just liked the way that these clustered together, and I had stamped my acorns on cork paper, if you can call it that. But I do buy it in 12 by 12 paper pads at Joann's. They sell cork. All right, I stamped out a sentiment here from the Lawn Fawn set, but then you'll see in the final reveal coming up here in just a second that I ended up stamping it on pink cardstock and putting it over this because that just wasn't doing it for me. All right, here it is, 2 cards. I also added some gems to these that are in pastel colors, and I just love the way they turned out. They're so fun. I think this one's for my hubby. He's amazing. And then we'll see if this goes to my sister-in-law or not, but I just love them. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which card is your favorite. I'd be interested to know. Thanks so much for watching. This hop is so much fun. Anyone can join. Just add the hashtag. And have a great day. Bye.